The developments in Tsakane, east of Johannesburg. This is where protests erupted yesterday after a teenage boy was allegedly shot and injured by members of a private security company reportedly contracted to protect foreign-owned spaza shops. The shooting then sparked demonstrations by residents and pupils, and our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa has been tracking this particular story for us and joins us live now. Mbalenhle, good evening to you and thank you so much for your time. Perhaps we even start with Lwazi's mother, right, who's demanding justice, and we'll take a step back as to what exactly led to the moment where we see the shooting and a mother now demanding justice.
Okay, well, everything dates back to the weekend. A police statement was issued. We reached out to the police and they have confirmed that 100 people went out on a demonstration, and during this demonstration they were demanding the forcible removal of foreign-owned spaza shop operators from their community, and they were demanding that they be removed. And unfortunately the foreign-owned spaza shops have seemingly found a way to protect themselves by hiring private security. The private security personnel then fired at random, and this is how we see uLwazi Mngoni being shot. He was a 15-year-old boy. He was at home for most of the day and most of the weekend because he was ill. He had the flu, and he only stepped out because one of his friends had called him to come and hang out and just catch a break from being inside the house, you know, in the hopes that that would make him feel better. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. Now we have a mother who's calling for justice, and the mother is saying that the bullet that was shot, or that caused the serious injuries, entered uLwazi from the back and exited his body from the front. And right now there are several operations that have taken place at this point. One happened at Pulosong Hospital before he was then transferred to a hospital here in Johannesburg, where he's undergone two surgeries, and we understand that there is a chance that they might actually even remove his right arm, and the family is really praying that it doesn't happen and it doesn't come to that, but they are praying for his full recovery at this point.
Sure. And quite difficult to even hear some of the detail, as you know, just the mother is recounting what happened here. But it's also interesting to hear the fact that she's now wanting the attempted murder charge to be probed at a different police station. Has she said why?
Well, you know, what we've seen happening so far is that, you know, she's not the only one, because it seems as though community members, as well as Lwazi's mother, believe that the police officers that are stationed at the Tsakane police station are in cahoots with the foreign-owned spaza shop operators, and they believe that, you know, justice will not be served and the perpetrators will not be held responsible for what they have done to her son and the conflict or the pain that this incident has caused within the community and within the family itself. And they are calling on government to intervene and ensure that this case receives the attention it deserves, and that if need be, it must then be escalated to a different police station, or rather even to the provincial police department for investigations, and to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book. There were some of those who were protesting today at the police station who were questioning why it is that community members were allegedly targeted by police. They were arrested from their homes, not at the scene of the crime, where police went around on a rampage finding people and arresting them. Allegedly, this is what they allege. And then after that, these people have been arrested, and the community obviously causing even more conflict in the community, where they're saying, why are these community members and community leaders being arrested when the perpetrator is still roaming the streets free in Tsakane?
Have the police responded to that question? Because it's quite an important one. And also, what's the situation like on the ground now?
Well, the police have responded, and at the moment they have asked that those who believe that they were wrongfully arrested should lay a formal complaint once the whole process has been concluded. But that is what we have gotten so far from the police. However, Lwazi's mother is devastated, a very devastated mother. Now, this is an incident that has also caused anger among the youth. Young people came out in their numbers yesterday. You'll remember there was that shutdown where young people and parents also coming out to barricade the roads of the streets of Tsakane with burning tires as well as rocks as they expressed their unhappiness over what has happened, and they called for the justice for what has happened right now. And obviously they're all hoping that Ulwazi gets justice but also makes a full recovery.
Sterling work, Mbalenhle, that you've done on this very difficult story to cover. Our colleague here at the SABC, reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa, who has been following the story in Tsakane for us, and she'll continue then to monitor the developments there and bring us up to speed with what exactly is happening.